All the things are happening. Sweet. We got
Lovely.
5 people. Hi, 5 people.
What's up, y'all? I wish I could see you. I just can't.
I know.
Right,
that's the shitty part about doing the Zoom to Facebook, is that you don't see the people unless you've got like another device. And then you've got a little bit of a lag. But I'm
so
new to
you
this.
can you see what people are commenting or like saying?
I can check. Yeah, I could probably watch it and see what happens.
I guess I can watch it too, right on my page.
Yep. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum, bum. Oh, and it actually gives us, it does auto-generated captions. Yeah, I can probably watch it. I can hear us playing back. Maybe turn the sound off, but aside from that.
Yeah, we need to turn that down. Okay. Okay. That's cool.
Battery, medium, connected to iPhone.
And then technology is starting to like jump in and do random things while I'm trying to make this technology work. What up, Dawn? Hey, Lauren. Okay, this is cool because then I can see them over here. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. I got it together. I think we're good. I think we'll find out. So with me today is Sahara Leigh. Sahara and I go way, way back. I went on your site. She's Holistic Mojo. And she's got, she says educator, author, and healer. And I love, love, love that shit. So thank you so much for being here with me today. I appreciate you.
I'm so stoked to be here.
We go way back, actually, from like my first tour days. So are you 17 at the time? Because I'm 17 at the time.
I was 17, yeah. Because I just turned 39 like a week ago. It's 5 days ago.
Okay. All right. So we were 2 of the youngest cast members on tour.
The babies.
Those are like, it's a lifetime ago. I'm not even sure I remember it. But I have followed her for years now and watched her journey and what she does. And what she does is amazing. And so we've organized for her to come down to the Eastern Shore to hit up the family farm to do all these dope events. And so she's here to kind of talk about what it is that she's bringing here. And I can't wait for her to tell you. So
I'm so freaking stoked just to see the space. Like, I've been watching this house since you moved into it, since you were pregnant. I love that photo of you sitting on the like porch steps with like a flower in your hand. And I was like, that is the best fucking photo ever. Just like, what is this bitch doing at this farm? What's going on? I just want to go down and dig some shit up, and I don't know.
Yes, I love that. And it's so, I think for a lot, me included, right? It was not in the cards, or at least I didn't think it was, to come back to the family farm. That was never I can't wait to go back. So here we are, here it is. And the farm is finally in this space of like blooming and blossoming. And so it's going to bring in more and more. And this is one of those things that's going to bring in like you know, so you're playing such an integral part to the growth of the farm. That's why I'm really excited to be able to talk to you today and tell the people what it is exactly that we're doing and you're doing when you come here.
So much shit.
Can you
We're like, what do we got? We have 4 days. Let's book everything we can.
Yes, we're like, so many things are happening. First of all, Sahara is a massage therapist. Did I say that correctly? Is that the correct terminology you use? Okay. So, because I don't know. So
I prefer miracle worker, but you know.
Yes, I'm waiting for those hands to get on this body. I'm ready for miracles. You know what I'm saying? Like, so ready. So she's booking out. She's got a couple spots for if people want to book massages with her. You can do that. That's one thing that she's offering when she's here. Another thing that she's offering when she's here are energy work sessions. So, and we are co-collaborating on this energy work session, and that's going to be fucking wild. But go ahead. Can you tell them what it is you do?
I do everything. I do so much. I call it soul alchemy because I turn people's shit into gold, and our shit is so broad. And some people need it through, diet. Some people need it through meditation. Some people need it through body work. Some people need it through energy work. And I have spent the last 20 years accumulating all of those knowledges. And I love putting it together. Like my most frustrating thing is when people who do marketing are like, so what is like the one thing that you do that you love to do the most? And I'm like, fuck you. Like, I want to do it all. Which is why you go to my website and you're like, wow, there's so many things. And I've like pared it down so much. But yeah, I do Ayurvedic medicine. So working with the 5 elements, with nutrition, with way of life, with the way of thinking, with the like granny panties or G-string today, with like whatever you want. Surfboards, like what surfboard am I going to ride today? Like I do it all as far as like, I call it common sense consciousness. Like how do we just use our innate knowing of ourselves to become more conscious in every second of our lives? And body work is like my first love. So I do a lot of that. And I've stopped doing hour-long sessions. Like I only do 90-minute, 2-hour, 3-hour sessions these days because I want to do all the things and I want to put my hands in all the places and I want to fix all the things. And it, you know, you can come in for like your hip hurting, but it probably is, you know, affecting your shoulder and affecting your knees. So we need to address everything. And I just feel like I'm putting Band-Aids in 60-minute sessions. I love when people are like, can you do a 30-minute full body massage? Like,
no.
Pick a toe and I'll work on it for 30 minutes. We'll get that toe just real happy.
I want you to know, by the way, that you intuitively spoke to my body just then, because my hip, my shoulder, and my knee, right? So like, yeah, you called me out on that. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
It's going to be, I can't not wait to get you on the table. Oh my God.
This body is ready for that. For sure.
It's going to be so awesome.
So are you offering, when we combine, I'm going to go in with emotion code work. And for those that don't know, emotion code work, it's tapping into the subconscious mind in order to release trapped emotion. So maybe there's an emotion that's linked to a pain that you're experiencing in your body, or a hang up that you're having somewhere in life. And we can actually get specific with our questions, ask questions, tap into that stuff. So this is the work that I do with people here on the farm. And then are you offering theta healing? Is that what you're going to do with that?
It's like, yeah, it's theta healing basically, which is the
Please
same
explain
shit
to the people what it is. Yeah. Talk to them, and then I want to tell them what happened with me and you.
Yeah. So it is, it's just uncovering stuck beliefs, unconscious beliefs that are limiting us in some way. We all have like these, just like a carousel of issues, you know, you're like, oh, I've seen that horse before, and I've seen that carriage before, and I've seen that zebra before. And if you're paying attention, you've seen them a lot. And you can come into, you see them in your like private life, your business life, you know, everything. And it's typically stuff that was programmed into us subconsciously, either via our ancestors hanging out behind us, being like, hey, I got something to say, or from subtle things that happened in our childhood, or not so subtle things that have happened in our childhood. But it can be something as simple as like, you recognize that your sibling got something for doing something that you didn't get. And it was like very, very, very subconscious. It wasn't like, you know, they got a horse. It was, you know, they got an extra hug. And now you're perceiving that little younger child is hung on to that perception. And now they're hanging out in your adult self going, hey, I need to do this to get love. I need to get to do this to do recognition. So I deal a lot with that stuff and just finding out, okay, well, it's kind of like pulling on a string and seeing where it goes. What's going on? Okay, let me do a body reading on you. Whatever information or visions I get off of that, we start picking down the rabbit hole. And how did you feel when this happened? And how did you feel when that happened? And we reprogram. So we find those limiting beliefs, we pull them out, we transmute them, send that energy to creator, we forgive, and then we reprogram with new energy. And we teach your energetic DNA how to feel things, to know it's possible, that it's safe, and how to, in the highest and best way, have these new experiences so that you don't have to keep making that carousel go round and round. You get a different zebra.
Yes.
There's more zebras.
That. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I think it's really important to acknowledge that there are so many different ways to go through this work, right? So these are just 2 different ways that she has experienced, I have experienced, and we've done a bunch of different, and she's got a ton of other things too. And I have different ways as well of transmuting the energy that we're talking about. So this isn't just the one way thing, but like, it's so dope. I received a theta healing from Sahara, or with Sahara, I guess, a couple of weeks ago. And she's extremely intuitive, friends. So like you know, she's like tapping into this and like pulling this memory out and this, and I'm like, yeah, okay, like just going back and then, you know, asking permission, and you know, tears are showing up in these moments. It was really powerful. It was a very powerful expression of myself, you know, that she pulled out. So it was really cool. So we are actually going to offer our two powers combined, and there are only 4 sessions left. So we have 4 spots for 4 people to come in and work with us on, it's not, do you, let me see. I don't even know if I have the date.
It's
I do have
the 8th.
The 8th.
It's okay. The 8th, with is the Lion's Gates portal date. It's the heightened, like the highest, strongest day of the Lion's Gate. So for transmuting and changing and shifting and opening heart chakra, third eye, all sorts of jam, like that day is the day. It goes from like the 26th of July until like the 12th of August, I think, is like the Lion's Gate. Those are the 2 ends, but the 8/8 is the strongest. And we're doing the fire ceremony that day, and we're doing these sessions that day. It's going to be fucking rad.
Yeah, I'm excited. Okay, so talk to the people about the fire circle.
So I always hear a lot about full moon circles. I love full moon circles, and they're always at night, and it's fun because you gather around a fire and be witches and whatnot. And full moons are great for letting go of energy, but that's what we're focusing on. Like where your attention goes, your energy flows. So this is a new moon, and new moons are rebirth moments. And I'm like, man, we need to start focusing on the shit we want instead of the shit we want to let go of. Because if we focus on the shit we want, the shit we don't want is going to fall away automatically. And I wanted to do it on the Lionsgate morning. And I just like the idea of a morning fire circle. Like what a great, like it's moon church. Like let's go to moon church this morning. So yeah, we're going to do a fire circle, and we're going to bring our intentions. Like, what are we trying to cultivate? What are we trying to bring? And we're going to use those intentions written on paper as the kindling to start the fire. And it'll be a sacred fire. And I'll explain, you know, while we're in circle, how the sacred fire works and why we shouldn't roast marshmallows over it, how it's different from just a campfire. And we'll call in the 4 directions. And then we'll call in the 3 additional directions, which are above, below, and self. And then we'll do like a little bit of a Native American talking circle. So everybody will say what they're calling in. They'll put their paper in. We'll light up the fire, and then we'll do another round, maybe 2 rounds. Who knows? We'll see where it takes us. But it's all about connecting to source and self and getting in alignment and just really claiming what we want, putting it out there, using it words, using writing, using smoke, talking to everybody that we can talk to say, this is what I want. This is what I'm going to do with myself. Give it to me. I'm ready. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. And anybody that's ever attended any sort of circle that she's speaking about, you know that there's power in those numbers and power in the people that are present. It's really a very magical experience. I got all these like up my legs when I said that. It's really dope. And if I wasn't very clear before, for those that are tuning in right now, these are things that we're offering in person on the farm. If you are not in my space and you still want information about this, I will reach out to you after this live is over, and we'll chat it up. Because another thing, like, and going back to the beginning, was here I have this beautiful farm, right, that I've been sitting on for years, and I've seen all these visions. It's been a really long time, and now is the time of the rebirth of the farm. So it becomes active again. There's already been children coming here for over a year now, so they've brought it back to life, and now it's time to bring it even more of the community into this space. So if this is something that like you're, you know, like, I don't know what's going on, Staci. I've never done anything like this before. This would be a perfect opportunity. This is a safe space in order for you to tap in and figure out, you know, like what you want to do, what you like, what is this? Is this okay for me to attend? Of course, this is safe space. So even if this sounds like something that's really out there for you, but you still feel called to come, it's because you're being called to come. So like, listen to it, right? If you tune in, if you hear this and you're like, I'm thinking about, this, that, do it, because there is something for you that's waiting here for you to get once you show up for this space, once you show up for yourself in this space. So the farm's calling you.
And there's no expectations. Like, it's not like we all need to get naked and run around a circle screaming into wolves.
Not
I
on
mean,
that day.
if it's your jam and you feel the need to, and you're called to do that, feel free. I'm not going to stop you. There's not going to be any judgment. But there is no expectation to participate in any particular way. Just show up and be present and be an open vessel for yourself. Really.
I love that. So Kara just jumped on and she said, I probably want to be in, but I'm not 100% sure what this is. So Kara, what we're talking about is Sahara's coming down to the farm in 2 weeks. She's coming down. She's going to do a couple different offerings while she's here. So one of them is energy work she and I are doing together. Another one is she's got a couple spots open for massage. Another one is the new moon circle that she was talking about, which is a suggested donation. You know, you come as you can. These are two, they're on Eventbrite. I've already put them on there. They're probably under the creative movement versus my name. But there's the new moon circle that's on there. And then the last thing that we're going to talk about right now is the therapy ball workshop. So this I'm super pumped on too. And I really like, when I was asking her about it, when we were setting this whole thing up, she said, I was like, who's a therapy ball workshop for? You know, is it somebody that's specifically into body work? Is it for massage therapists? Is it for this or for that? And she was like, this is for anybody that wants to gain more knowledge about their body. And I was like, well, I know a lot of people that would like to gain a little bit more knowledge about their body. So can you explain to us what the therapy ball workshop you got going on and what's going to happen and how long it is and all that stuff?
It is a full day of therapy ball 11s. It's myofascial release. So we use these, they're called yoga tune-up therapy balls, and they will be included in the workshop. And they are the size of a racquetball, and they're kind of squishy like a racquetball, but they're not hollow. So if you think about a racquetball through and through, not hollow, is kind of what we're working with. So it's hard enough to really make a difference, but it's soft enough to grab your fascia and start to knead that fascia and open it up. So our issues are in our tissues. So we're holding all of our emotions in our fascia. So we're going to be working through some emotions as we just learn about, like, you're going to discover places on your body you didn't even know existed. So in the morning, it's like from 9 until 1, we're doing lower body. From 2 until 6, we're doing upper body. The pelvis is going to be done twice because it is kind of the lock and key for everything. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to be exploring every inch of our bodies using these therapy balls and discovering places of pure hell and fury, and places where we're like, ooey gooey, drool, this feels so amazing, and everything in between. So everybody has different stuff going on in their body. So that's why I do the whole body in one whole day, because some of you are going to be like, I don't feel anything here. And then we're going to move 2 inches and you're going to have a come to Jesus moment. So
I can feel it already, like a
oh yeah, it's kind of like if you've ever had rolfing, I would say it is your own way of rolfing your body without needing to pay thousands of dollars to have it done. It's a very convenient way that you can just, like, I have the balls just rolling all over my room, all over my house, and when I see them, I grab something and roll. Like if I'm standing cooking, I might be rolling my feet. If I'm sitting reading, I'm rolling my calves, my hamstrings, my glutes. If I'm lying down watching a movie, I'm, rolling something. So there really is no excuse to not be healing your own body all day, every day. Because there's plenty of times you could be doing shit right now listening to me talk. So yes. Yes, girl. Yes.
Exactly. One of the things, like, I get really tight up here to the point sometimes where I just feel like I'm this, like, all the time.
Yes.
Like, I'm feeling like I'm T-Rexing. So I'll get on the floor, put that in there. I mean, it's disgustingly beautiful, right? Because you go through this phase of like, and then you come out like, oh, and I feel like I got a massage.
Yeah. Yeah. And like on the spine alone, we will spend at least an hour, probably closer to 2, because it's like every position on the spine, I've got a million different arm techniques to do, because there's, not everybody feels everything in every area. So yeah, and people are like, man, that's a really long day, but you get so blissed out. all of those like hormones dump into your system, and your body is just, by the end of it, you're going to sleep so freaking well. And I always say, like, if your kids have a hard time sleeping, these therapy balls are great. Get them on the ground, teach them how to use them, have them just roll their feet, because it is those hormones that get dumped into the system with massage that help you sleep, and it will calm your kids down. It calms me down when I'm stressed out. I'm just like, I'm gonna roll something. I don't know what. I'm gonna roll it out.
Dude,
And
you just tapped into something major for a lot of people. And this is one of the things that I talk about with people all the time, is their lack of ability to get actual rest, right?
yes.
You just said that they're going to be able to sleep really well once they work through this space. If none of this is worth anything, that is huge for people, because people just don't understand how important it is to rest these days. And they don't even get a full night's rest these days. So like that in itself is like enough to be like, I want to be there. I want to learn all the things.
Yeah. And I am constantly reminded how helpful it is. And I'm just like everybody else. I have a million excuses as to why I can't make time for myself and my own personal well-being and my own physical well-being and my own emotional well-being. And you have to just start. That's why I put them everywhere, is because like there's no excuse. There's one in the freaking shower, there's one in the bathroom, there's like 3 in my meditation space, so that you're sitting for a while meditating and you're sore. It's like, well, I guess I'm gonna roll on this, and I feel so much better afterwards. And then I'm like, yeah, girl, you gotta stop making excuses.
Right.
If you got time to look at Facebook, you got time to roll it out, breathe it out, whatever.
I love that. And then also you're offering within this space, this timeline that we're spending this day together, you're also going to make everybody lunch, right?
Yeah.
Man.
My love language. No. My love language is acts of service.
Okay.
And I love to cook for people. I've cooked for people as a private chef all over the world. So for a long time, I was teaching vegetarian cooking classes, not because I'm a vegetarian, but because I think vegetables are important, and having an awareness of how much vegetables and how much meat we are eating is important. And people just don't think that veggies are tasty. And they think it's hard, and it's not. Super easy. It's super tasty. I spent a lot of time in France working with vegetarians, because vegetarians in France are like, we eat pasta and cheese. What else do you need? And I was like, how often do you guys poop?
Like, what's
yeah. I'd be impressed with that. So I was there, doing a bunch of workshops in all over France, actually, teaching people that like, hey, veggies are real tasty and easy, and you can still have your pasta and cheese, but you can also have your like tasty other things. So it'll be a vegetarian lunch. It'll be lots of protein and lots of flavor. And if you have any dietary needs ahead of time, just letting me know so I can focus on that a little bit. And if you're worried about anything, make sure you're taking care of yourself, bring snacks and whatnot.
I love that. Dawn said, damn, how I wish I could be there. This shit is my jam. Hell yeah. One wishes you could be there too, homie. That would be great to have you in this space. Ashley said, I'd love to know more. Yeah, so I'm going to post the links below this video after we're done so that I can concentrate, because asking is not my thing. But then once you click on the link and you go and you see all this information written out, if you have questions, then you just email either Sahara or myself, and we will communicate, or you can communicate, or whatever. We'll just get all those questions answered. You guys, this is a once in a, I don't even know, time workshop, So if this sounds something that you want to do, like, now's the time to act on it. Because she's coming. It's happening. It's not this weekend, but it's next weekend. So like, let's do the thing. Yeah. I'm so excited for you to be here, to be in my space, to come do your soul alchemy here, all up in here. And that for people to get to witness the magic that they are as like through you, you know what I mean? Like, we talk about that all the time, like the mirror work and the reflection of me to you. And like, people will step into their power because you're here to guide them in that space. And that is exactly what I want to happen on the family farm. It's perfect.
Yes. And we haven't seen each other since we went bankrupt. I don't think I've seen you at any. I've only been to like one reunion, and I don't think you were there.
No, definitely not. Definitely like moved on. There was a lot
Yep.
of like trauma for me in that space back then. So I didn't want to look at that at all and be like, that hurt my feelings. I was like, nah, it didn't even happen, dude. And I went on and toured with another touring company. So
yeah,
it is a lifetime ago for sure. We will
yes.
be.
But I feel like, and I don't know if you feel the same way, but I didn't know it at the time, but so many people from our cast are soul family, you know? And I'm just like, okay, there's probably like 5 or 6 that I'm just like, okay, yep, we're from similar stars.
Love that.
And like you and I are very similar in a lot of our things, but that is not the way with everybody in the cast. Like some people and I don't have any of the same ideals, beliefs, anything, but it is, man, fucking okay, I got your back no matter what, wherever I am, you are a sibling. Yep.
Absolutely. It's funny how that works, right? And what we're talking about is we were both in the company Up With People back in the day. We did touring inside the United States and outside the United States. And then that was the year that they actually went bankrupt. So they sent all our asses home halfway through tour. So, and we were all like, what?
Literally dropped us off in our last city, just like, bye.
You're in Denmark. See ya! Like, it was intense. So we haven't seen each other since those days, but so I'm super excited to have any last words that you want to share with the people before we peace out today.
No, I think that we covered most of it. If anybody's got questions, holisticmojo.com is where I'm at. You can send me messages. Our workshops are there with all the links to the signups. Everything you need is there.
Sweet. Thank you so much for taking the time to jump on with me today and guide me through this whole thing in the first place. I appreciate you so much. I can't wait. I'll talk to you in a few minutes when we get off here. Or maybe not. Whatever. Go take a nap. I'm not sure.
We got to figure out how to get off here.
Well, we're going to do that now. Thank you so much, Sahara. I appreciate you. I love you. You're a wonderful, wonderful human being. Thank you, everybody else that joined on today. Drop messages or ask questions below, and both of us will go through and check it later. All right? Perfect. Happy Monday, y'all. Bye.
Bye.
This will work.